Okay, this is the functions of the Easy Opt-in Builder, and when you go to your WordPress dashboard, you see on the tab here, left-hand side, it says Easy Opt-in Builder, and you'll see there's a number of pages here. The first one is simply an instructional page, and it'll show you what all the fields are. If you click on that page, you'll see that there's instructions on there, and you can follow that along. You'll see post and toolbar options. You'll see manage all of your options right here. Here is when you add a new one. It also has a button generator and a gradient generator. You don't need to worry about these tabs here because they are built into the add opt-in form page. But if you wanted to visit them all by themselves, they are there for you. If I click on manage opt-ins, you will see here that I have a number of them going on here, and you'll see that it lists the opt-in ID. You can add a title to it, so you can identify what kind of opt-in it is. You can put, for example, get response and the campaign name or what have you. All right. On here, you got your short code. You can add the short code anywhere on your site, inside the page content or in the sidebar, and it'll work. And it's simply, this is the short code right there. And then the only thing that changes is the opt-in ID. You see number 1, number 10, number 11. That's the only thing that changes, and you can add unlimited number of opt-in forms simply by changing the ID number, and the ID number is obviously right here. Another little cool feature that I put is, instead of creating a brand new opt-in form, for example, say you already have your opt-in, your autoresponder code in there, and you don't want that to have to go to your autoresponder all over again and copy and paste. All you need to do is simply click on duplicate record, and you can duplicate this opt-in and then go in and edit and customize it if you want to change the settings of it. First, let's go into creating a brand new opt-in form. So I'm going to click on here, and this opens up, and you'll see that there's a number of tabs. Now, obviously, it already puts in the ID in there for you. This is number 22. You can put your own opt-in title in there to identify it. And you'll see here that there's a number of columns on the left. You'll see you can customize your own autoresponder, or you can use a number of defaults. This is optional. There's how many? There's 8 defaults that are set for you, and you can simply just click on any of these things and a default opt-in will appear, or you can go and create your own from scratch. You'll notice that once I've selected one, I cannot unselect it, all of them. I cannot simply just remove this selection. Now, if you're creating one from scratch and you've already selected one of these here, and you change your mind, you want to create one from scratch, simply click on Simple Opt-in and then make your configurations, and this will starting from scratch. I'm going to show you what all the defaults look first before creating one on your own from scratch. First thing that we're going to do, we're going to take the shortcode of this and put it in the page visual editor. So I'm going to open up a new page, or it can be a post, and I'm going to simply just paste the shortcode inside there. There's a shortcode right there, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to update just right here, and then I'm going to go to the opt-in, and right now the simple opt-in is selected, and I'm just going to save these changes. And this is the page here where I have it, and I'm going to simply just view this page. So this here is the simple opt-in, and I can change pretty much everything about this opt-in form. I'm just going to go through the defaults first, and I'm going to show you the on-page opt-in. There's 2 different on-page opt-in, and there's the first one. This is more, for example, if you have a high converting Guru squeeze page with a nice colorful background, you can put it on there. Then I'm going to go to the on page number 2. I'm going to save the changes right here, and I'm going to refresh just to show you what this looks like. Here's the second one. See, it's nice and cool. That's how easy it is to change the defaults. I'm going to go to the sidebar, so I can take this shortcode and I can put it in a text widget. All you need to do, once again, is take this shortcode right here and put it inside, take that shortcode and put it inside a text widget, and it'll show up in your sidebar. And I'll show you what the sidebar looks like. I'll just save the changes, and this is what it looks like by default. And there it is right there. See, it's by default, and you can change the title, and you can change the the color on the top, or you can make it solid all the way around, or what have you. You can change the button, the text, colors, the icons. Everything that you want to see is customizable. This is a really cool feature, the pop-up opt-in, but I'm going to show you that last. I'm going to show you the horizontal opt-in by default. It's right here. Here is the horizontal opt-in by default, so it's really cool. Enter email address to receive updates. You can change everything about this. For example, here is one that I created. I just created for my own business. Opt-in form right here and learn more button. See, and that's really easy to do. So there's the horizontal. Next, we will show you the top bar. The top bar, by the way, is a really cool feature, and how you set this, and I go and it says post or toolbar options. I'll click on this, and this is for putting really cool stuff inside the pages and posts. But at the very bottom, if I come down to the bottom, you'll see here that enable bar options. Do I want it at the top or the bottom? Do I want to have a background? Yes or no? I'm going to have it no, so I'm going to have no background. Background is going to be transparent. I want no background. And then here you select which you want here. The last thing that I want to show you is the very cool pop-up opt-in. So if I click on this here, pop in, and again, you can customize. These are just the defaults, and you can go in and you can customize this. So let me just save the changes, and I will show you the function of the pop-up. And so if I come here and if I refresh, you'll see that I've been using this a lot. And here is the default button for the pop-up. It's like a webinar thing, but you can change the text. You can make it whatever you want. And so if I click on this button here, a nice pop-up happens, and it gives me the pop-up for an opt-in. Now you'll see that I've been using these a lot lately, and they convert like crazy. For example, here's my blog, and you'll see my blog. You'll see if I come down here, there's a video, and to receive 100% free download, click here. People click on there and they get this. And here's the thing, that this opt-in form right here, this button, is totally responsive to browsers. So if I take my browser, see that? See how it shrinks down? So it's totally responsive. Also, I have the footer bar at the bottom of my blog. This also is responsive and looks great on mobile devices. Let me just expand that once more. So it's responsive, as well as the buttons on your page are responsive, and the footer, I have a footer ad on my blog, and this is also responsive and looks great on mobile devices. So you can do that as well. It's a cool pop-up, and again, I can change the size of that, the color, the wording, the icons, and all that is done inside these options here. So for example, the first thing you do is you put in your autoresponder code right here, and you want to show the name, and is this compulsory? Yes or no? You can edit the input text right here, and that's for the name. And do I want to have the icon on or off? So for example, I want to have it on the left, show email, yes. And again, you can edit the text inside the input box. Do I want to have the icon on the left or right? I want it on the left. And this is a spam message. I can set the color. I will save the changes. And if I click on this button now, those icons are going to appear. See the icons right there for the name and the email? Very, very cool. So those are the defaults, and I'm going to go through the customization of it on all these different tabs in a second video. And it's got you put in your autoresponder, custom fields, webinar. If you want GoToWebinar, you can change the submit button options. You can put title and subtitle options and different backgrounds of it, and obviously different input options, different pop-up options, and your buy button options. Thank you.